What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. You are on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys.
Boom.
Talking crazy. All right, we didn't do last Saturday for the simple fact that the Cowboys played Thursday, so we did Talking Crazy that Wednesday. So Cowboys had a mini bye. Talking Crazy had a mini bye. But guess what, Savage? We're back. We're back. And Savage, the thumbnail is Tom Landry, the great Cowboy head coach, and Chuck Noll, who is a four-time Super Bowl winner for the Steelers over there. So there's 7 Super Bowls combined in one thumbnail. Tell me how, as soon as I sent you the thumbnail, you loved it. Why did you love that so much?
Because that's the lineage. That's where it all started. I mean, 7 Super Bowls right there. Dallas Cowboys, you see the man with the hat. That's Tom. And honestly, I think Noll's a very underrated head coach for winning 4 Super Bowls. You know, I mean, one could have been a little bit different if Jackie Smith didn't drop a touchdown in the end zone. But it's hold on. Can you see me or no?
Yeah, we can see you.
I was having a little bit of issues.
We can hear you.
That's where it all started. That's where the rivalry started, man. Like even in the 95 Super Bowl, that was just crazy. People going back and forth. And like you had the steel curtain going up against Doomsday Defense. You had, I mean, that was the 70s and the 80s. And all it took was one. I mean, if Jackie Smith, who's a Hall of Famer from the Cardinals, doesn't drop that one touchdown in the end zone, I mean, that's a completely different game. But we got him back in 95. But if those two teams ever went again to the Super Bowl, well, the tickets would be $15,000 a pop. That's the lineage. And the sad part is 99% of the fans today don't even know who those two guys are. You know,
that's why Cowboys Corner exists. That's why Danny Savage exists, to teach the history of this rivalry between the Cowboys and the Steelers. All right, and it's a rich history. No offense, Eagles, you're in the back seat here. No offense, New York, you're in the back seat here. And no offense, Commanders, Redskins, you're in the back seat here. This rivalry is bigger than all 3 of those combined. And we're going to talk about it here on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. All right, Savage?
Yeah, no, definitely. Roger Staubach said he only saw Tom Landry smile once in a decade. Once. But that was when they were winning the Super Bowl.
I believe it.
Never seen him smile. Never. He was. And I'll say it again. Roger Staubach was a 27-year-old rookie because he had a 5-year naval commitment. If he would have came into the NFL at 22, that's another ring for Dallas. So a lot of people don't know that, you know?
Yeah, right here. Happy birthday to Mike tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
all right, happy
Mike.
birthday to Mike tomorrow. He brought in a super chat here. He goes, I have concerns about the O-line or the offensive tackle duo and Guyton and Steele. Neither of them have been good so far, especially Steele. The Steelers. Oh, Steele has been awful. Savage, you want to touch on that real quick? Mike, thank you for the super chat, and happy birthday to you, brother.
I agree with Mike 1,000%. Guyton is in a much, much harder position than Steele. And the only thing I don't understand is why we're not giving Guyton any help. Why we're not giving him a tight end to chip and help. I understand you can't help both tackles at the same time, but in my opinion, I think this is Steele's last year on the team, because after this year they can get out of his $100 million contract. And don't be shocked next year if you see Guyton go back to right tackle, but because Guyton's playing in a whole new different position, and let's be honest, he's playing up against every team's best pass rusher at left tackle. Left tackle and corner is the hardest position in the NFL. I mean, there's going to be growing pains, man. The kid only started 15 games in college, and one of them was tight end. But I agree with him on Steele. Steele got to go.
Doodoo Pants has been bad. All right, this is a Mike McCarthy project, and I feel like when Mike McCarthy's on his way out, he's gonna have to take his steel with him, his baggage and his steel. You have to go with them. And Tyler Guyton, listen, this is a rookie here, going from right tackle to left tackle out of Oklahoma. If I had to give him a grade right now, I'd give him a solid B-. Outside of the Thibodeau giving him a hard time, a lot of those holding penalties were just BS.
Yeah, they were 100%.
A corner and a wide receiver can get tangled up in legs, and it's a no call. But as soon as the arms are locked, how are you supposed to get out of that? And they fall to the ground, that should be a no call. That's not a hold. And that's what happened on both of those Thibodeau penalties.
Yeah, I don't think they were holds either. Once they just threw the first flag, the refs were just watching him the rest of the game. And we all know as Cowboy fans, we never, ever get a call. We always get the calls going against us. But because you can call holding on every single play on the offensive line. Yeah. And that was just bull. But no, I would give B- is more than a fair grade for Guyton. I mean, listen, he's a rookie. I mean, Terrence Steele got 30 million last year, and he gave up 8 sacks. I mean,
yeah. I like where we're at with Tyler Guyton. I like the ceiling for Tyler Guyton. But Terrence Steele, on the other hand, it's time to find his replacement. It's time to get out of that contract. It's time to just send Steele on down the road.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to segue into a great question. If we get rid of Steele, and let's just say, the season continues the way it's going now, and we have a top 10 pick, and right now it's early. What's up, Ishan?
What's up, Savage? What's up, Corner?
What's up? Now, the consensus first offensive tackle is left tackle Will Campbell out of LSU. If we're sitting in the top 10 and Will Campbell slides to us, do you take Will Campbell and put him at left tackle and then slide Guy into right tackle, or do you still stick with defense?
You leave Guyton where he's at and you still stick with defense.
All right. All right. How about if there's a franchise quarterback in that 10?
Next year's draft?
Yeah.
In the first
no, you don't draft your future quarterback till Dak's in his second to last year.
Yeah, which even that I'm skeptical will happen.
If you draft a quarterback early, it's too rich. He's going to sit on the bench for
how many years
time.
How many years did Love sit on the bench before he got up? Before he said
3
years.
3 years, something like that. Jordan Love was he a first rounder? I think he was. Right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was. The only reason I'm asking that is because it would suck to bypass a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
But defense is the number one priority.
Yeah.
Hey, Eshawn, welcome to the Corner of Crazy and Cowboys. Welcome on this Saturday night. No, we just talked about the history of the thumbnail that I made today. Talked about Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele. Mike, the birthday boy. All right. Mentioned that he's not happy with Steele. He's not happy with Guyton.
Steele is fucking hell, man.
So tell me about it, Eshawn.
Well, man, Steele has pissed me off since last year, man. And I don't know. It's just I don't know whether it's that they rushed him back too early off of that injury or it's just him as a player. But since he got paid and since he got the injury, he's giving up sacks and fucking stuff left and right. And I don't know. I mean, he has absolutely disappointed me. And at this point, I think it's just time for him to go, man. I'm sick of him. I'll be honest. As far as Tyler Guyton's concerned, I'm just I can't say I'm over the moon, but at the same time, I'm happy with him. It's one of those situations for me. So I heard your grade a B minus. I think I would also agree with that. I think that's a very fair grade to give him a B minus. But as far as Steele, man, I'm sick of the guy, man. It's doo-doo pants Steele is the right way of putting it.
That's his name, man. That's his name.
Man.
Big shout out to Brando, the best moderator in the game. Todd French said the Steelers are overrated. I completely agree, and I'm going to dive into why I think that. But let's recap the Cowboys-Giants game. Let's recap that Thursday night football win. Put the Cowboys 2-2. The Cowboys defense allowed like 26 yards rushing. They didn't allow a touchdown. Dak Prescott had a couple of touchdowns, hitting CeeDee Lamb on one of them. Danny Savage, what was your thoughts on that win against the Giants, a divisional opponent?
I think Bishop Sycamore, that was that fake high school from Maryland a couple of years ago who played IMG, could have beat the Giants. The Giants, I mean, looked horrendous.
They looked bad, yeah.
They looked brutal.
Oh, man.
I mean, this is not knocking Dak, but I think Cooper Rush probably could have beat the Giants. I mean, could have beat the Giants last week.
Well, when your defense is holding them to field goals, absolutely.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think the Giants are going to have a top 3 draft pick. I don't see them winning more than 3 games. They're just horrendous.
Are you thinking, oh, wow, okay, yeah.
What about you, Eshawn?
No, man, that might have been, like, I don't want to take a win's a win, I get it, but that might have been the worst win I've ever seen in my life. The worst win. And I don't mean to say that in a derogatory way, but it's like, you know, we were playing the Giants and we were barely squeaking by. So for me, like watching the game against the Giants was like, it was so frustrating for me to see. And I was just like, fucking hell. Like it was annoying. I'm like, for the love of Christ, please end already and someone win. It was one of those kind of games for me. Now, again, the defense played better. And honestly, like I'm happy that, I mean, I'll be honest, I was skeptical that they'd give up 100 yards rushing again. So the fact that they didn't is a positive sign for me. But at the same time, I feel like this offense, dude, is just as bad as this defense is for me. And because Dak scored the touchdowns, like he threw the touchdowns and stuff, but we were not able to score point. I mean, we scored 15 points against the Giants, man. And if we play like that on tomorrow, we're going to get spanked.
No, we're not.
If we play like we did last week, tomorrow, it's going to be a rough game, I feel. Now, you know, to each their own, you have your opinion, I have mine on that. But whether that be tomorrow, whether that be the next games, you know, so on and so forth, we can't – that's not going to work playing offense like that. And, man – the same issues are coming up, the run game issues, the unable to – and again, last week we were able to stop the run enough to be able to beat the Giants. But I'm still skeptical about it moving forward. But just talking about the game against the Giants, I'm happy we got the win. Ultimately, that's what matters. But I'd be lying if I said I was happy in terms of the way we played. That's kind of the way I would put it.
Cool. No, listen. Cowboys got the dub, right? And you have to appreciate these dubs early.
Of course.
Because if the Cowboys could figure it out, right, they got a tough schedule. They do. If the Cowboys can figure it out, these early wins, the Browns, the Giants, they matter. These early losses,
sure.
they matter.
Right.
Against the Saints, against the Ravens. These early losses, they matter.
100%.
And real quick before I get going, the birthday boy with another super chat right here. He said Deuce belongs on the bench, and to be honest, he shouldn't even be on the field at all. He's showing zero impact and only averages 1 to 2 yards per carry. He needs to be cut, says the birthday boy, and I 1,000% agree with you, Mike. Wasted roster spot yet again. And they don't want to cut this guy because his dad done the scout team. What do you think, Eshawn?
No, it's true, man. Deuce Vaughn, man. Zero productivity at all. I agree 100% with what Mike is saying in that. It's like last year, I think he didn't even have 40 yards rushing the whole season. So something like that. I don't even know how many rushing yards he had last season, 40 something. I don't know, but point being is I 100% agree with Mike, man. The wasted roster spot with Deuce Vaughn. And the fact that he's still on the roster is a nepotism thing. And that's very much true. I agree wholeheartedly.
Savage.
The proper pick was Tank Bigsby from Auburn. He went a few picks later, and he's on the Jaguars right now.
Yeah.
That was the proper pick. I would even have went ironically, I even would have went Charles McIntosh a round later over Deuce Vaughn. You probably could have got Deuce Vaughn as an undrafted free agent. But we all know he was just a feel-good story. Oh, yeah, we're going to sign him, blah, blah, blah. Come to work with your dad. Yo, I mean, like, if you, I'm not making fun of the guy, but yeah, but in a way I kind of am. Like, you see him running around the field, he looks like a little kid, man. He really looks like a little, like a grammar school kid around.
In comparison to the other players, he does, yeah.
And, like, don't get me wrong, I saw his shiftiness in college. He was shifty like crazy, but it's amazing how many people have excellent college careers and it just doesn't translate into the next level.
Yeah.
That makes any sense.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. And Todd Frent said that he was hoping he could be a Darren Sproles. You know, Darren Sproles is an inch taller. And this is right by Jaja Binks. Mike McCarthy doesn't know how to utilize Deuce Vaughn because Darren Sproles never touched 1,000 yards, and that's receiving and rushing in a single season. Never touched. His best year was 800 yards. And how you do that is you have to get set up in the screen game. You have to utilize the sweeps and stuff like that. Mike McCarthy does not know how to utilize that, and Jaja Binks hits it right on the head. You look at what Darren Sproles was able to do with Sean Payton and with those nasty Eagles versus what Deuce Vaughn's able to do under a Mike McCarthy system. It's not the same thing, and that's why Deuce looks like he does. And so it's just what it is. But I'm going to pedal back. Mike, thank you so much for that super chat. I'm going to pedal back to the Cowboys versus the Giants off that Thursday night football game. But those wins matter. Those losses matter early in the season. Cowboys are 2-2. You are what your record are. The Steelers are 3-1, but I'm going to talk about that here with you guys on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys, guys. Danny Savage is streaming, co-streaming as well. If you guys that all watching right now can hit the like button, all right? But no, I liked what I saw. You know, it wasn't the most ugliest win. I've seen ugly wins from these Cowboys over the last 10 years. This win against the Giants, it was ugly, but it wasn't the ugliest. It's still, hey, you want to go to the prom with me type of game.
Fair enough. And
so, you know, CeeDee Lamb, Dak getting on the page early, getting on that same page early. The defense, you know, if we're gonna bash this team, we gotta give this team praise. They stopped Singletary from rushing a lot of yards. The Daniel Jones and them didn't score a single touchdown. Yeah, we beat these guys 80-19 or 89-19 or something like that. It was outrageous last year, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you got to take these good games. You got to keep moving because the schedule is not going to get easier, for the next 7 weeks. It's not going to get easier, so you have to capitalize on that. And for the Cowboys doing that, I'm super happy. Anybody else want to add anything?
No, I mean I agree. I understand what you're saying. I agree.
Yeah. No, I agree 1,000%. But like, I just think this year we don't have an identity at all. We don't know if we're tanking. We don't know if we're not going to tank. I mean, let's say we go 9-8. Yo, that's picking 17, 18, 19. What do we ain't getting? I mean, it just seems like there's no plan on what we want to do as an organization, in my opinion.
I agree with that. And the identity thing is kind of what's concerning me too. It's like, I mean, what?
And it's only going to get worse. The running game is going to get worse, and the defense and the run defense is only going to get worse.
Yeah,
but it's already bad. How can it get worse?
Exactly. I was just going to say that everyone's making a big deal about Michael Parsons and Tank,
but it wasn't.
We got run over with both of them on the team.
Yeah, so it wasn't like we were stopping to run with them on the field.
Big shout out to Sports Junkie in the house. Brando, the best moderator. We got a We got a Steelers fan in here. Miss Jones is in the building here. She's fighting hard from them Steelers. You guys be easy on her. Be easy on her. Tiana Jones is in there. All right. So we got a Steelers fan, big supporter though. We'll keep it classy. We'll keep it classy. We'll respect our elders. I don't know how old she is. I'm just assuming she's my elder. I do apologize. But yeah, man. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk crazy here. All right.
Shit.
Where's OG? Is he sleeping or what? He was going live.
I don't know, but there's Cowboys champs right here.
I'm watching football.
What's up, Chavs?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, champ?
Man?
Oh, I'm your elder, Miss Jones. I'm your elder, all right? But you're welcome. You're welcome. Sports junkie. Are you okay? Okay. All right. Cowboys champs. Tell me about that victory Friday. How did that make you feel against those Giants?
It didn't. It didn't impress me at all because you started out. The offense started out 14-3, if I'm not mistaken. The Giants had so many chances to really score touchdowns, but because the defense, man, our defense is hurting terrible, especially against the run. But thank God that the Giants have a stupid organization, and the fact that the Cowboys in the second half really they settle for field goals instead of trying to score more touchdowns. The offense is not really helping out the defense. And really, I'm gonna have to really put that majority on the head coach, Mike McCarthy, because you're still running the same stale offense. You're not changing up the pass routes. You're not really utilizing your special players. I'm talking about like use dudes on the outside. Try to give the ball to Turpin instead of him going down 20 yards. Let him get the ball like 3-4 yards in the flat and see what can he do. Use that speed in open spaces. And the fact that Dak is still holding on to that ball and he only looking at two people, that's Ferguson and Lamb, he needs to start getting rid of that ball faster. And I believe that if they do that, if he get rid of the ball faster instead of waiting 30 yards down the field, it can help out Tyler Godding from him holding too much as well as steal.
Yeah.
Because really they cannot run the ball. They refuse to. Really, I don't know what the hell they doing with the running game.
Yeah.
It's just 90% passing.
Yeah, we just don't have a running game. Period, man.
Sad part is, if Singletary was on Dallas, he'd probably be the best running back.
No, he would be. I think.
Yeah.
You know what? I still believe that the Cowboys, if they ran their offense properly, they probably can. With at least 3 players, they can combine for 100 yards if they just put the effort in running the ball.
Yeah. The problem is
they just call vanilla plays on for the running game just to keep the defense honest. But I mean, a lot of times, you've seen in the past when teams really don't have a good running game. What they do, they'll use a scat back or their fast wide receivers, whatever, and put them, just do little quick dump offs and let them run down the field. Maybe 5-7 yards. Sometimes they have enough speed they can have the defender miss a couple tackles, and sometimes they're gone.
Yeah, no, right. For sure.
And another thing, why? Okay, this question is for you, Cowboys Corner. Why haven't McCarthy used Dak Prescott in up-tempo offense? Because it seemed like if Dak hold on to the ball way too long, that's when he have mistakes. When he get rid of that ball, that's when he at his best. So, in your opinion, why haven't McCarthy utilized that?
No, I think it's a good question. In my opinion, and I'm going to let everyone touch on it as well. In my opinion, you had CeeDee Lamb in a holdout, trying to get his feet underneath him. He's going to be gassed, trying to get into football shape. Brandon Cooks and Dak Prescott, it takes him a long time. Now Brandon Cooks is on IR. It takes him a long time to get in rhythm with them. You don't have anything in Tolbert. Brooks has not been the Brooks I thought he would be. So all you got is Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb. You don't have the running game that you want, right? So what are you going to go up-tempo with? You're going to go up-tempo on a 3-and-out because you got nothing there that's going to help your quarterback. You got nothing there in a running game. You don't have anything outside of Ferguson and Lamb. So that's what can you go up-tempo with?
Yeah.
What do you think, Savage?
No, I agree with you, but it's also in the years we did have the talent to go with an up-tempo offense or no-huddle offense. Because, listen, everyone knows on this show how I feel about Dak. So I'm not sugarcoating nothing. But the dude is unstoppable with 60 seconds left in the game. You give him 60 seconds left in the game with no timeouts, he's going to get you a touchdown. So I go back – I'm old. I go back to the Houston Oilers, the run and shoot. The Buffalo Bills, no huddle. Let him run that. And when we had this, I've been saying this for the last 4 years. Why don't we let him do it? And if you really think about it, that's what Mahomes does. He doesn't have to think. He's running around playing schoolyard football. And that's where he's at his best. And we didn't do it 4 years ago, and now we even have less talent to do it. So, but one of the reasons, the main reasons I think Dallas is going to lose tomorrow is it starts at the top. I think Mike Tomlin is a superior head coach compared to Mike Tomlin is a superior head coach compared to Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's segue into the Steelers game because I got the Cowboys winning. And
answer that question real quick. The Champ's question.
Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah, I think for me, I mean, and I understand what both you guys like. I
sorry, Eshawn.
With both you guys. No, you're fine. I think part of it is our. I agree in a sense that it is part on our offensive personnel in a regard that I don't think we have enough for him to go up tempo, but I do also think there's an element of they think Dak's an elite quarterback within the organization, man. Let's just be honest about that. Like, no matter what the results may end up being, to the Cowboys, those guys think that he's elite. And another thing I do also think, I'll let you go Savage out of this, but real quick, McCarthy is an inconsistent head coach. Every single game I see from him, he looks like a deer in headlights on the sideline. I know I don't see any consistency from him. He looks like he doesn't know what he's doing half the damn time. And that's not just with Dak. That's like with I just in general. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a combination of all three. Go ahead, Savage. You had a point.
Eshawn, I agree with you 1,000%. But for 1 second, do you think Jerry Jones sitting in his office looks at Dak Prescott as an elite quarterback or as a quarterback that's going to fill the stadium?
Fill the stadium, 100%.
Exactly.
But
I mean, when Dak got signed, he said, the reporter said, "Did you do this to make the fans happy?" Jerry Jones said, "Yeah, I did it to make the fans happy."
No, it is 1,000%. I mean, I've said it since last year. Dak is Jerry Jones's kind of quarterback because he fills up the seats. I 100% agree with that, and I agree with that. But Jerry has convinced himself that Dak's elite, and he wants to convince himself that he's elite, no matter what the hell the outcome may be. So, I mean, because think about the way he talks about him, and then McCarthy, the way that he calls plays for Dak. It's like this entire offense is a passing offense, basically. We know when Dak was at his best. It was 2016 when he had Zeke, behind him, and he had a bell cow back. But now it's entirely a passing offense because we just don't have a running game. So that, at least from my perspective, that tells me that tells me what they think about him. I'll put it that way. no matter whether I think it or not, whether we think it or not.
Yeah.
Your comments are coming up twice, Chance, because you're streaming it, baby. Cowboys Champs is also streaming it on his channel as well. I like this. I like StreamYard. It's expensive, but I like it. All right. Savage, I'm going to let you go first on this question just because you're a Zimmer guy.
Yeah.
I want you to put your Mike Zimmer hat on.
I'm going about the comments about that.
Hold on. Let me answer. Let me get this. Here we go.
Go ahead. I'm losing my mind about what French is saying, man.
Let's put your Mike Zimmer hat on. You got Lawrence, Parsons, Seatbelt Carson looks to be out again. With what the pieces that you have on your roster right now, Savage, how do you fix this if you're Mike Zimmer? Like, who do you go in there and go plug and play?
That's a good question.
There is nobody. There is nobody. You have to scheme. You have to scheme. And I said this beginning of the season.
Oh shit!
The only way I think we're going to be able to stop the run is by doing run blitzes with our linebackers. I don't think. Listen, Zimmer inherited Dan Quinn's team. He inherited Dan Quinn's safeties. He brought over Kendricks, but he inherited everybody. So this is really not his personnel. But the only way to stop this is, I mean, what now? You're gonna put Golston full time over Tank's spot. You're gonna have Nealon at your other edge. You know, your two inside, your inside guys are gonna be Maxi Pad, Osa, and Joseph Limbaugh. You know what I'm saying? And what else is there to do but have your linebackers run blitz? Because we all know Justin Fields is not going to go out and be throwing 40 passes tomorrow.
No, he's going to be running all over the field.
He's going to be exactly, and probably maybe Overshown. It might be the fastest dude out there now.
Yeah,
so you put Overshown as a spy on Fields. You know, because I mean, I love Pickens as a wide receiver, but he runs lazy routes, and I don't see. Listen. If Pittsburgh beats us tomorrow, it's not going to be in the air. It's going to be on the ground. So, in my opinion, we don't have anyone to throw in there on defense. So it has to go by scheme, and you're going to have to sell out to do the run blitz and then hope what corners you have, you know, can hold up against, you know, the pass.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We got Sports Junkie, all right? The opinionated. If you guys don't know Sports Junkie, you go follow him, subscribe to Sports Junkie. Good buddy of mine. And we got the birthday boy in here, Mike.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
What's up, man? What's up?
All right, Sports Junkie, I'm going to go to you, then I'm going to go to the birthday boy, then I'm going to go to the rest of the panel here real quick because you guys just came in. Sports Junkie, if you were Mike Zimmer, you have the Mike Zimmer hat on, how do you fix Lawrence, Parsons, and Carson's with what you have right now?
I kind of agree with what the man up top said, kind of.
Petty Savage.
Yeah, I would probably start like off in I would start like it'll probably change throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? But I would kind of go the Belichick way. You know what I mean? I'll probably start like in a base defense or something like that. But if they killing us on the ground, like he said, because I believe what he said, like if they beat us, it's gonna be on the ground, not in the air. I would sell out, man. That's what I would make them beat us in the air. I'm sending everybody, bro. I would call my corners, man. Hey, man, let me talk to y'all. This game is gonna be on y'all. We sending everybody, bro. We sending everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We sending everybody. That's gonna put Justin Fields. He gonna have to make quick decisions because it's not gonna be enough blockers up front. Because I'm sending the whole everybody, bro. Everybody. It's gonna have to be short passes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how I would do it. You know what I mean? But I would start off in a base. And if we can't stop the run, then I'll start sending everybody, bro. Everybody. You're not gonna beat me. Like, you're not gonna beat me. I'd rather you beat me in the air than on the ground. All that ground game pounding, I would stop that if I'm Zimmer. Every game I play, we stopping that, man. If we can't stop it, we selling out, and you're gonna beat us through the air. And if your quarterback is good enough to do that, hey, salute to you. I take my hat off to you. I'll move on to the next game. But I'm not letting nobody beat me by the ground. That's embarrassing, bro. The way the Saints did us. That's embarrassing, man. I'd rather Derek Carr have a Kirk Cousins game, 500 yards or something, rather than this dude got 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would. That's what I would do, bro. You know what I mean? Then at halftime, I would assess it and see how it's going. And if it's going good, I would stay in that defense. That's what I would do.
Welcome to the corner of Crazy and Cowboy Sports Junkie, Mike, the birthday boy.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Talk
birthday,
crazy, man.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? You know, I remember a few years ago in 2019, we played on my birthday. We played the fucking Packers, and I remember we got destroyed at home against Green Bay. That was such a horrible game to watch. I hope this game doesn't end the same way. The thing I worry about, though, with this game is Justin Fields running, and I don't think Najee Harris is that great, but I'm more so worried about Fields and his running ability. I mean, we don't have any defensive tackles. I mean, Osa, let's be honest, he's replaceable. You know, who else do we got in the defensive tackles? I'm trying to think.
Mozzie Smith.
Oh yeah, Mozzie Smith. That's right. Mozzie Smith had a good game last game, but even so, I don't really 100% trust him. You know, it's like, yeah, he had a good game, but it's against the fucking Giants. It's like I don't want to hear it. He had a good game. People like, oh, he's the real deal. Well, they didn't say that, but you know, it's like,
yeah.
And even Tolbert had a good catch. Even Tolbert had a good catch against the Giants or two, and it's like I'm not buying into him either. Him and Brooks are both wasted roster spots.
Agreed.
You know, I am kind of excited to see what Flournoy is going to do, but even so, I definitely have my concerns in the wide receiver room outside of CD and of course Ferguson, though he's a tight end, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. Birthday boy.
Yeah.
Talking crazy over here. Eshawn, put on your Mike Zimmer hat, brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, I pretty much agree with, for the most part, what everyone is saying. I think I agree that, I mean, I just don't think we really have the personnel to be able to stop. Like, I mean, our defense attacker, we've talked about it for weeks on end now. So I do agree that it's more schematic than I do because there's a big personnel issue.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, I mean, it's obvious, man. We all know Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. He's a good runner. Let's just be honest about that. But the one thing we're having trouble with is stopping the fucking run.
Right.
And so it kind of, that's really where I'm worried heading into tomorrow's game as far as the defense is concerned. We have trouble stopping the run, and the one thing that guy does really well is run. So, you know, if I were Zimmerman, I mean, I agree, run blitzes. I mean,
Zimmer, no man. OG.
I mean, yeah, put 10 people in the box if it comes to it, if need be. I mean, honestly, because I mean, I mean, to Sports Junkie's point, I'd rather him throw for 500 yards than rush. If it comes to it, you know, like, and so I do, so for me, it's stacking the box and just the run blitzes. Zimmer has to be able to scheme around this personnel that we don't have. I'll put it that way. That's where I am with it.
All right, chaps.
What I will run the old 46 defense lineup. I'm stopping every lane, every gap. I'm having a safety up high. I agree with Sports Junkie. I'm selling out every damn.
Oh crap! I'm sorry, champ. Dallas Cowboy fan, 1980 in the house. What's up, brother? The Power Man himself.
What's up, man?
I'm sorry.
What's up? Cowboys fan, 1980.
1980.
What's up?
Yeah, I would blitz every down. Run blitz, and I'd rather have Justin Field beat me with his arm versus his legs and Harris' legs.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree.
Well, 100%. So if I'm Mike Zimmer, this is what I'm doing. All right, and I'm going to spoil some of my Steeler talk here because I got the notes. I got the notes, Ricky Bobby. All right, check this out. Najee Harris in this running game is 27th. Not of the Steelers. They got a weak offensive line. Justin Fields already been sacked 10 times. Najee Harris is averaging 3.4 yards a carry. Justin Fields, yes, he's getting 70% of his passes completed, 3 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. Again, been sacked 3 times. Najee Harris has 0 touchdowns. George Pickens 284 yards in 4 games. Not very impressive. Their tight end, Fairmouth, has 156 yards, and then Calvin Austin III has 125 yards. So their offense is very lackluster. If this defense can't get it together with Mike Zimmer and stop these dudes, Mike Zimmer should be fired with Mike McCarthy right behind him. Because there's no need for this defense to not be utilized with Maurice Luafau, with Overshaw, with Kendricks. Yeah, we got Law out. Yeah, we got Parsons out. But there's no reason why with this weak offensive line and that weak offense that the Pittsburgh Steelers have that we can't go in there with. It's basically 2s versus 2s. Who's going to be the better 2?
Right.
Absolutely.
No, I agree.
Their field goal kicker, Chris Boswell, is 3rd in the league. The dude's 5 for 5 for 50 to 59 yards. So inside the 50 to the 60, he's 5 for 5, which means that offense ain't moving. They're kicking long field goals. He missed 1 from 60. He's 2. They kicked 6 field goals outside of the 50. So they kick a lot of field goals. That's how they're winning these games. You look at it. They lost by the Colts 27-24. They beat the Falcons 18-10. They beat the Broncos 13-6. They beat the Chargers 20-10. They haven't scored over 20 points in any of their wins. They scored 24 points in their losses because Chris Boswell was over there kicking 90-yard field goals.
Yeah.
If Mike Zimmer and this defense cannot figure it out, Mike Zimmer, Mike McCarthy, get the double mics out of there. They should be fired.
I agree.
Talk to me.
Absolutely. It's like what I was thinking is I'm excited to see what Trayvon can do against, and I'm wearing my Trayvon Diggs jersey right now as we speak, actually, and I'm excited to see what Trayvon can do against George Pickens. I think he's going to lock him down.
Pickens runs very, very lazy routes. He's a very, very lazy route runner. If he had the proper coaching and was on a better, had a much better quarterback, that kid will put up 3 touchdowns one game, then he'll go 9 games without a touchdown. It's crazy, but he's a very lazy. He runs his routes very lazy. But getting back to the Pittsburgh Steelers tight ends, how about Darnell Washington from Georgia that all the Cowboy fans wanted last year? The kid that's 6'7", 280, blocking. How about him tomorrow night? Because he's a blocker. He
ain't blocking nothing because they're 27th in rushing, so he's blocking. There's going to be an L tomorrow. A W. He's going to be blocking a W because they ain't going to be able to touch that W tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you think about what I said there, Eshawn?
No, man. Look, man. We at the end of the day, man, we just need to be. My opinion, just on the defense, man. I agree. If we can't stop this offense, I agree in terms of the Pittsburgh's offense is not explosive, but at the same time that we do have big time trouble stopping the run. And I'll be honest, I am worried about that with Justin Fields tomorrow because at the very least, that guy's he's not. I'll be honest. I'll be skeptical if he throws for like 200 yards, but if he rushes for 100, I wouldn't be surprised. So you know what I mean? And so I think it's one of those kinds of games where we literally have to just, you know what, fuck everything else. If it means putting 10 in the box, it means that so be it, sort of a thing. I think it's going to be one of those kinds of games where we have to sell out and just, But I agree. If we can't stop the offense holistically, if you're asking me, I would have fired McCarthy fucking last year, but I don't think, unfortunately, that's not the world we live in with the Cowboys. I don't think they're going to fire him, but I hope so, but I doubt it. That's kind of where I am.
What do you think, champs?
Yep, I agree. Get rid of both of them. If it's can be, it seemed like Zimmer he taking on McCarthy personality as of not adjusting throughout the game. That's what I'm seeing.
He's not adjusting.
There are times where you can see the weakness on certain defense, and the Cowboys stubbornly refuse to adjust. They continue to use their own playbook as offense and defensively.
Yeah.
And really, you know what? This the game right here. the Cowboys, you're right. The Cowboys don't win. The Cowboys have a good chance to win this game. I picked the Steelers at first, but looking at their stats, especially the run, yeah, they have a. I'm calling them the poor man Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
With
Right.
Jackson and
I agree with that.
and Henry.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I really take my chances of Cowboys letting Justin Field win with his arm versus with his legs.
100%.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
I like to say, man, yeah, okay, yes, we do not have a defensive tackles. We do not have a good defensive line. Whoopie freaking do. It's time for the players to if you really want a contract for next year, you better show what you got.
Earn it, yeah.
right. Hey, Corner, can I say something real quick?
Of course, talk crazy. It's crazy. This talking crazy, man.
Hey, I want to say this too, man. I think I forgot I want to say this is that we need to play complementary football because we over here talking about the defense, but I think the offense can.
Oh no, we're gonna switch to the offense. We're gonna switch to the offense.
I'm still talking about the defense, but I'm just saying I feel like we can help our defense out if we get win a coin toss, we get the ball. I feel like it changes the demeanor of the game if we go up. It forced them to have to pass. Like it takes away. It helps. You know what I'm saying? It helps out our defense. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to like because what happens in the most of our games, we go down. We can't stop nobody. We go down and then to put all the pressure on our offense to try to score, and we're not really built like that right now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So they take away CD and it messes up. So like I'm saying, man, get up and that'll help our defense, man. That's what I feel. That's what I want to say.
1980s in the house, man. What's up, man?
1980.
What's up, 1980?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
What's up?
What's up, 80?
What's up, 80?
How you doing, man?
Tired, man. Tired as hell.
Are
Are
you
the
tired?
Cowboys
Yeah.
or mentally?
I was gonna say, are you tired of Jerry Jones?
30 years.
Y'all know me both.
Well, we're all
not
tired of
both.
Jerry Jones.
Not BOTH, BOF, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, 1980, the power man himself on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. We're on the subject right now is if you were to put on your Mike Zimmer hat with these injuries with Lawrence, Parsons, and Carson, all right, how would you adjust with that, knowing that the Steelers are weak in a lot of areas?
I wouldn't. Just tank the season.
What do you say? I didn't hear.
I said I wouldn't. Just tank the season. That's an easy question.
I second the motion.
I third that motion.
I don't think. I think. Let me. I don't have long, man. So let me break this down, like I normally do. I gotta bring this back to reality and who we're dealing with and who we're talking about. I know we play tomorrow. It's a Sunday night game. I can't stand them damn late games.
Oh man,
But we got to remember who we talking about here. These are the Dallas Magicians. We're not talking about the Dallas Cowboys. These are the Dallas Cowboys right here.
Talk to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what people are forgetting about. They get so excited about, we playing, there's hope, you know. Guys, we're talking about the Dallas Magicians, man. We barely beat the Giants the other night. I was glad I missed that game. I was at my son's game. He was in the band, so they had a football game at the Star. And
This is a rough game to watch.
I was so happy I missed that game. I was kind of looking on my phone. I was like, man, fuck that damn game. That was an embarrassing win.
Mm-hmm.
That was an embarrassing win. It's hard to get embarrassing wins, guys.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Talk to him. That's so true.
yeah, it's just, and I get it. I get the passion. I get everybody. Oh man, 46 defense. That's fine. Everybody on the panel has an intelligent point, but the Dallas Cowboys aren't intelligent. Let's not forget, guys.
Yeah.
Let's not forget who flown in on a helicopter during practice.
Yeah.
Would
Yep, I
Jimmy
was gonna say
Johnson
that
stand
too.
for that? Would Jimmy Johnson stand for that? Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no. You know what I'm talking about, man? See, guys, you got to remember, we have to come back down to reality. That's the only way. That's the only way we're going to get through these couple of seasons, as I predicted that we were going to struggle.
Yeah.
I predicted that Michael, and y'all know I hate to be right. I'm the only Cowboy fan on here that don't mind being wrong. And I can't stand being right. But I said eventually Michael Parsons is going to get hurt. And look what happened.
Yeah.
Now, we wasn't doing shit when we had Michael Parsons and D-Law, our supposedly best two defensive players on the team, on the defense. So what makes us think that we're going to muster up some type of positive energy tomorrow against the Steelers?
100%. 100%.
I'm just being like, really? Come on, guys. Let's get it together. Let's not lose our heads. Let's please stay focused. Let's stay focused because we're talking about the Dallas Magicians who do not care and do not want to show up. Now, I'm all about win. A win is a win. Okay, cool. It looks great on the stat book. But how? Everybody on the panel, answer me this question. Has stats won us Super Bowls in the last 30 years?
Nope. But that's all our fans care about, the stats.
Has that worked for us? Has draft picks, has drafting Diggs, drafting, Parsons, has that worked for us yet?
Nope.
No.
It hasn't. No, 100%.
Okay. So I'm not trying to be, see, that's the thing about me, man. A lot of people don't like me, man, or don't like to hear me talk because I really dig. And I really try to make sense of what's really going on. People have a narrative. They want to believe what they want to believe and look at and see what they want to see. Oh, go Cowboys. I mean, we got a chance. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
It's just, like I say, I want to see a good football game tomorrow. I want to see them actually play a game. All those penalties that we got last week, that was ridiculous.
Man.
It was ridiculous. Dak Prescott, I don't know. He's good in the second half, he's good in the fourth quarter.
The last 3 minutes of the game, he's the MVP.
I don't know what he waits on to get better. I don't know what the coaching staff waits on to get better. We've had 8-9 years to figure out how good Dak is in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And why can't they muster that up in the first half? You win the game early so you can relax in the second half. But they rather come from behind and do bullshit like that. It's just
it's because when we're in this first quarter, the game is even and Dak doesn't do anything when it's that. But then when it's garbage time, he'll put up, take the Ravens game, man. He nearly had 400 yards passing that game, and people tried to argue he had a good game against the Ravens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I got cursed out. Because Dak had a great game.
Man,
people think that game was close.
People thought that game was close, right?
I agree.
It was never
That
close.
blows my mind. I'm like, when was it ever close?
It was never close.
But you know what? That's all. I don't want to. Like I said, I don't got long. I gotta actually get up. My son, he has a band competition today, and I got to go pick him up at 11:30, 11:45. So I'm like, I just ain't really had the time to really focus, and that's a good thing for me, man, because that's why I'm really so calm this season. My expectations are very low for the next maybe season 2, maybe 3. Let's just go ahead and get that out there. Maybe 3. As long as the culture. See, that's a very important word. That's a very important word for Dallas Cowboy Nation to get through their thick skulls. The word culture. As long as the culture is still the same, we're going to struggle, guys.
Yeah.
The culture.
Yeah.
Jerry flying in on that helicopter, that's a cultural issue.
It's a culture issue.
I agree.
100% agree.
As long as that stays the same, you can break down how many yards we going to get. You can break down what formation we should do. You can do all you want to.
Doesn't matter.
Film sessions. You can break down everything you want to do. But when that word culture brings up, it's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap.
30 years.
So I'm just prepared. I'm not being negative. I'm here for the betterment and for the realistic philosophy of the Dallas Cowboys. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for championships, And I can't see one in the next couple, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And I'm not here for views. I'm not here for followers and all that crap. I'm here for the betterment and to spread the word, the gospel of the Dallas Cowboys and to break down what's really going on. If you have a problem with that, I can't babysit grown folk feelings. I'm not here for that. But I am here to get y'all mentally, because see, all of y'all are intelligent guys. You do hard work digging and all that stuff and getting stats and number crunching and maybe we should do this and maybe we should do that. And I think since so and so is hurt, we can put him in place. But see, we're putting more heart and passion and effort, but they not.
Yeah, that's it.
They're not.
Yeah.
We done paid this man all this money. We can't bring no big time free agent in here. Dog, it's a wrap. It's just the motherfuckers don't care, man. But like I was trying to say,
100% agree.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get off. That word culture, man. Y'all think about that, because that's the real issue. And I think Jerry has used our loyalty. Oh, there's another word.
Yeah.
He's used our loyalty against us.
Yeah, he has, without question.
I agree.
Without question, he has.
100%. 100%.
We have more heart than he does, man.
Yeah.
People,
and that's just the bottom line.
And
I hate to hurt feelings. I hate to get, he ain't trying to. Man, I done heard so much shit. I go to work every day. People pick my brain, and my phone was ringing off the hook Friday morning. People say, "Oh man, you were on TV, man. You're 1980. You're on TV." And I went and I found. I was like, "What the hell, man? Shit, that don't win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
They don't win Super Bowls either."
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm at a point where I want them to succeed. I want everything to go perfectly. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know what the deal is. I know that's because the culture is still the same. You got the old Hall of Famers that are now chiming in and saying, man, it's a culture issue. Something ain't right. Mm-hmm. But that's all I got, man. I'm sorry if I took up too much of y'all's time.
No, you're talking crazy on the corner. Crazy in Cowboys night today. I appreciate you. Hope your son did good in his band. That's pretty exciting, man.
Yeah, that's
watching them boys grow up from afar. All right.
Yeah,
I remember them kids 7 years ago.
Everything you said was facts, man. Every word was facts.
Jet Li, what's up? But let's shift it into Cowboys offense. What Sports Junkie was trying to get into with the Steelers defense. Now, the Steelers defense is pretty damn good. Let's just call a spade a spade. They got T.J. Watt over there, Deshaun Elliott. They got two good safeties in Deshaun Elliott and Fitzpatrick. They brought in Patrick Queen from the Ravens. They got Cameron Howard over there, the big defensive tackle they've had for a long time.
Joey Porter Jr.
They're good corners on Deontay Jackson and Joey Porter Jr. Their linebacker Nick Herbig is a beast. He's an animal. All right, Dak Prescott and this defense, they're gonna have problems. I mean,
yeah.
I have it written down right here. It's going to be a field goal feast game. It's going to be like the Cowboys versus the Redskins. What was that? Like week 15, 2011. That's what it's going to be like.
I know what you mean.
Savage, what do you think about that matchup between the Steelers defense and the Cowboys offense?
The problem is, when you can't run the ball and you're forced to pass the ball and the defense knows that, all their number one job to do is to tee off on your quarterback.
Yeah.
And they'll send extra pressure because they know we have no running game. It's a very simple game plan. They know we can't run the ball and they know we can't stop the run tomorrow. But them on defense, they're just going to tee off on Dak, and I can see Dak taking a beating tomorrow. I definitely can. We're not reinventing the wheel tomorrow with their defense. They have a talented defense, and our offensive line is young. Our right tackle is horrible, and they're probably gonna put Watt over Guyton, to be honest with you, and unless we can, pull a rabbit out of a hat and find a running game tomorrow, I just can't see. They're just going to tee off on us left and right. And I also think just one thing with just getting back to Fields, I think you're going to see a lot of quarterback draws from him tomorrow.
100%.
A lot of read option.
Yeah. Quarterback draws, read options. Yeah. Slapback stuff. Yeah.
What do you think, Eshawn? Steelers defense versus Cowboys offense.
No, man, I agree with what Savage said, man. They're going to tee off on. I honestly would not be surprised if they get Dak 4 times for like they sack him 4 or 5 times tomorrow, because they're gonna pop off on him all day long, man. And the problem is, again, to his point, it's like we know that we don't have. This running game room, man. Fuck, we can start for the fucking. It's so. It's this running game is so bad that they know that we can't run the football, and so like it's gonna be a one dimension. All they have to do is just who else? Stop CD. Who else are you going to go to? Jake Ferguson. I for as much as I love him, he's not 100% healthy. Let's be honest. Like, he's limping on the field.
Exactly. They rushed him back.
And so like it's going to be a situation, I think, where like they're just going to lock CD up is a big word, I guess, but like all they have to do is stop CD, and Jake Ferguson's limping the whole game against the Giants, limping the whole game against, I think, the Ravens too. It's like. So they rushed him back. So I think he's going to have a rough game. And it's not his fault, I don't think. But he's just not healthy enough to play, I think, at this point. So all they have to really do is stop CD. And what else that we can – there's nothing really else. Who else do we have? So, let's be honest. Who else do we really have other than CD? And so that means
I'll tell you when it's my turn. I'll tell you.
But that's kind of – yeah, so that's giving me – and I do agree. I think it's going to be like the Giants game, where it'll be like a 15-10, 15-12 kind of game. I don't. If we crack 20 points, I'll be very surprised. But at the same time, man, this offense, people trying to argue that the Ravens game was close, that Dak put up all these great numbers and all this kind of shit. It's like we're still struggling to break 20 points a game, and so it's like. This offense has to get things together, but do I think they will? No. And I hate to be kind of negative in that respect, but other than CD, all they got to do is lock CD, and then we have nobody else.
Not true.
Yeah,
not true. Go ahead, Sports Junkie.
Go ahead, man. But that's what I think.
I don't think you're being negative, bro. You just calling how you see it, bro. But what I would do is, man, this would be like a screen-heavy game, and Zeke will be starting tomorrow, not because of the run game, but Zeke is the best pass blocker we got. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
So I would put Zeke on the side where Watt is. We taking because I think the rookie gonna need help over there, bro. You know, we gotta keep it real.
Tyler Guyton,
yeah, and if you guys remember, what was that 6-7 years ago? That famous screen Zeke did that was against Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This will be heavy screen game for me, man. I'm not rushing nothing. I'm not forcing nothing. If you want to send everybody like that, I'm gonna sneak Zeke out the back, man, and we screen gaming you all day. You know what I mean? And then as far as nobody else but CD, Flournoy is supposed to play tomorrow, right? I think they said he's playing tomorrow.
Ryan Flournoy.
Right. I think he's gonna do better than a lot of people give him credit for. I think he's gonna be a big impact on this game. Okay. You know what I mean? And yeah, I believe they're gonna be sending everybody because, like you said, they think we can't run the balls. They're gonna be coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think we can play. I think we can use that to our advantage, man. Like I said, heavy screen game, Zeke in the backfield, helping out on the pass rush, and I think we'd be good. Good money.
What about you, Mike?
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking is I believe CD's gonna have a good game tomorrow. I just have that feeling, you know. I feel like he's gonna have a good game, but outside of him, I really don't know. You know, I agree. I feel like we need to use the screens a little bit. You know, Zeke's obviously gonna be the starter tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah, that's my concern, man. Outside of CD, man.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned that Ferguson is a little banged up. I was concerned about too. He has been still pretty decent though. I feel like he's been able to push through the injuries despite him limping. But I feel like outside of Lamb and Ferguson, I just don't know who else we're going to be able to get the ball to. Maybe Flourney, but there's definitely still concerns. And I feel like we could maybe use Turpin here and there as well. I could definitely see that.
That's fair. Yeah.
But outside of that, I definitely have my own concerns as well with both the wide receiver room and the in the running back, and of course TJ Watt. He's a beast, and I definitely have my worries, especially if he goes against Steele. I'm more worried about him going against Steele than Guyton. You know, because let's just be honest, Steele he's a waste of roster spot too. I don't. That might be too harsh, but let's just be honest.
It's not harsh. It's the truth.
It's been playing awful, man. This past year and a half.
It's like, and I just worry about. The thing I remember about Steele is him selling against the Eagles last year. And I just know he's going to struggle if he goes against TJ Watt. And, that's definitely that's definitely my concern, but I still feel like CeeDee Lamb is going to have a good game. Despite the corners, I definitely see him having a good game out of him. But the fact he has the longest run this season, it's embarrassing. It's completely embarrassing. And if we lose this game, then once again, there's going to be no one else to play but Jerry Jones.
100%.
Every single game we've lost the last 30 years has been Jerry Jones's fault.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because
they're lining up CD as a running back, man.
I hate that. He's not Debo. He's not Debo Samuel, man.
Yeah.
All right. So 100%, the comments were popping. Danny Savage, Eshawn, Sports Junkie, the birthday boy Mike on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys were popping. And this is what I draw my conclusion to when it comes to our offense versus their defense. Mm-hmm. My player to watch, Hunter Lemke, all right? The big fullback tight end. This guy's going to feast this game. Mike McCarthy, I'm getting word, calling the start. Hey, Mike. Big Mike, it's Mike. Yeah, Cowboys corner talking crazy. Oh, you watch the show? Hey, big game. You need to play Hunter Lemke more. Okay, Cowboys corner, you got it. Bam, made the phone call. Mike McCarthy got the email, got the message, got the voicemail. Call me back. Hunter Lemke going to be a big star tomorrow. Mark it down.
Let me ask you. This is a genuine question. Do you think that they will play him?
You didn't hear the whole phone call conversation with Mike McCarthy? I had the phone up and everything.
I'm old. Who remembers three-way phone call? Who remembers that?
I'll put Eshawn on three-way. I'll teach you three-way. Just don't connect to the internet while I'm on the call. It's very important.
Oh my God!
No, Jake Ferguson. I get it. He was limping, but it's because Jake Ferguson's the dog, and he was taking a lot of big hits. All right,
I love
they hit a big guy like that. So, I don't know if you ever played football. When you get hit, it doesn't feel like you're landing on pillows. Well, no, it doesn't feel like you're landing. It hurts. And then you're bigger, stronger, faster in the NFL. You take them hits as a big guy. What's the saying? The bigger you are, the harder you fall? Shit. Oh, yeah. They're coming. So, I feel like Jake Ferguson, Hunter Lemke, and dare I say, my guy, Jalen Brooks. I've been giving him crap the last 2 weeks. I think old Brooks steps up for me, too. I think I like that. CeeDee Lamb just needs to be present. CeeDee Lamb being present is a whole other thing. But Hunter Lemke, I think, is going to be the star of the show. He can pass block. He can block. He can run. He can catch. My phone call with Mike McCarthy, right here. This was the phone I used. Says Hunter Lemke is going to get involved. Savage, what do you think?
A fullback getting involved,
but he's not really a fullback anymore.
You're talking about him coming out of the backfield and catching the ball. You're talking about,
yeah. He can do it.
You seen that one play, man, and you basing that off that.
Yeah, it's the one play.
One play.
I don't know what you're
talking about. What was that against the Ravens? No, who was that against?
It was last week. Giants.
Yeah. That's what you're basing that off of, man. That's what
Yeah.
you're
I'm basing it off of Hunter Limpy's going to get the opportunities. Who else is there in the running back room? Who else is there?
We don't have anybody.
Who's been stepping up and making plays? Hunter Limpy.
I agree.
He bailed Dak Prescott out on a beautiful catch. It wasn't even the out route that you're talking about where he got 40 yards. So there's been a long time Hunter Limpy has bailed out Dak Prescott this year many times. Hunter Limpy is going to be the star of the show tomorrow.
Well,
I hope you're right.
I mean, it could be. Our only deep threat is Turpin tomorrow. Let's be honest. He's our only deep threat.
Well, I don't think you're throwing it deep on Deshaun Elliott and Fitzpatrick, Jackson and Porter Jr. I don't think you're throwing it deep anyway.
Okay,
so corner, you don't think Ryan's gonna have a good game tomorrow?
Who?
Ryan.
Flournoy.
Oh, Ryan Flournoy?
Yeah.
No, he's coming off the practice squad, or he's coming off. He's finally going to be active. It's his first game back. We got to pop the break. He needs to earn it before he makes an appearance on this show.
Yeah. I have to see it to believe it.
I got a question real quick.
Same thing, because he's a 25-year-old rookie who was playing up against 19-year-old kids in college. I have to see it before I believe it.
Yeah, I have to see it to believe it.
He's an overaged player.
Go ahead, Champs.
Go ahead, man.
Acknowledging your tribal chief over there. I see you.
Tribal chief.
Question. How bad is TJ Watt's going to kill Guyton tomorrow?
I think it's a good learning experience for Guyton. I'm rooting for the kid. I am. I want Guyton to learn. I want him to. This is what. Wait, how do you think Tyron Smith got better? He was going up against Ware for all those years in practice. We don't have a TJ Watt on this team. So for Micah or for Guyton to get reps against TJ Watt, I'm all for that.
And who's better, Coach? Who's better? Garrett, Myles Garrett, or what? Who you guys? Who's better?
Watt, I would say.
I think TJ Watt.
I think TJ Watt.
I got
Watt.
I would agree, but you see how we neutralized him against Cleveland. So why can't we take that same strategy?
And they will. They'll be stupid if they don't. But I still want good reps. What Guyton had went against Mason Crosby in the preseason. He went against Myles Garrett week 1. He went against Thibodeau, struggled a little bit. How does he learn from that? Now he's going against TJ Watt. There's good defensive ends that he's going against that's going to make him better.
The sad thing is,
it's how he responds to that.
I think Guyton is a better battle against Watt than Steele.
100%.
Against as crazy as that sounds.
If they put Steele against TJ Watt, God bless us tomorrow, man.
So you saying what y'all saying? I'm thinking y'all saying 2-3 sacks. What y'all saying? What is the penalty?
Depends on.
I'm gonna say
0 sacks, baby. Bam, goose head.
I'm gonna say the over under is 5.
5?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's gonna be who's that guy from Atlanta? What was his name?
Chaz Green, who had 8 sacks.
Oh, Chaz Green! Oh my God!
No, who was the defensive end that did it?
A nobody.
Go ahead and say Dan Quinn.
I don't remember who it was, but I know that game where they gave up 8 sacks.
I think it's Clayton.
Something like that. Yeah.
Randall, help me out here. The best moderator in the game. Who had all those sacks against Chaz Green against some Falcons?
Something like
Claymore.
Adrian Claiborne. Yeah, Adrian Claiborne.
No, was it
I
Adrian?
think it might have been Adrian Claiborne. It might have.
Yeah, set Falcons single game sack record for 6 sacks.
Yeah,
Adrian Claiborne. I knew it. I knew it was Clay something.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
And then I remember Byron Bell came in and he was equally as bad too.
Any word on Adoga? Is he
God,
still out? Like, what's going on with him? Have
Who
we
is
heard
it?
anything? Chuma Adoga. Have we heard?
Oh yeah, keep him out. Keep him out.
Yeah,
I don't want him in. Hey, let's talk about this. All right. I don't know if you guys got the full scope on the Brandon Cook knee injury, but what happened was he had some knee issues. He got an injection. The doctor that did the injection didn't clean the area properly. The area got infected.
Yeah.
So now they had to go in and clean it up. and they had to scope it to clean it. So he's out from 1 to 3 weeks. The Cowboys put him on IR for 4 weeks. The Dallas Cowboys let Cooks go outside of the realm of the Dallas Cowboy doctors to get this done. Is this on the Cowboys doctor or is this on Brandon Cooks? Talk to me, Savage.
He flew to New York City to get the scope done, but the original injection happened in Dallas, I believe. And
is that what it was?
Yeah, and then he caught a staph infection in his knee. Then at that point, he flew to Manhattan to get that taken care of. Let me tell you something. When my son was little, he had staph. I've had staph twice.
I had staph in my butt cheek.
Yeah, I did. Get it. It's common. You can get it in the gym. It's very common in children in school.
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, I had it in school. Twice.
He has it in his knee, and the fact that the Dallas doctor did the original injection. Don't be surprised you don't see Cooks for the rest of the year, and he puts a lawsuit against Dallas.
That's bad. Staph infection, man. I remember when you see a lot of staph when you locked up, man. When you behind the wall, man,
it's a lot of MRSA.
It's staph everywhere. I was locked up, man. I seen a whole bunch of staph, but I heard
I was a correctional officer. I wasn't locked up. That's how I know.
Oh yeah, you come out of there in the shower, man. Listen, bro, we got another topic. But I thought he stayed back in when they played the Giants. I thought he stayed in New York and it happened down there. I thought that's
I thought it happened in New York. That's where the injection happened.
Yeah, I thought he stayed down there, man. But I heard Jerry Jones speak on it yesterday. I think it was. He didn't really say nothing, but I think this is on. This got to be on Cook, bro, because you went outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and the Cowboys knew it though.
But isn't that a contractual issue? How do you like?
Well, the Cowboys don't own your body; they can just tell you what to eat.
Yeah. Because some people do that for a second opinion because they feel like the organization. Yeah. You see this happen a lot in the NBA. These players get hurt, and the staff and the team won't try to get you back there fast. So they go get a second opinion, you know what I mean, from somebody else. And that's probably what happened in this situation. He went outside the organization. Ain't nothing we can do. You did that, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, if we would have did it, we would have. We take care of it.
Cooks has a history of doing shit on his own, though. He flew the plane with Cowboy starters on it, learning on the job. And Jerry's like, don't ever do that shit again. So Cooks has a history of doing shit on his own.
Yeah.
But this is on him.
Yeah. No, I think it's on him.
Yeah. But no, let me recap here. So I was in junior high and I had a staph boil on my butt cheek. And I went to go get it cleaned up. And the doctor scared the shit out of me. He goes, Mike, you got to get a new butt. This one has a crack in it. Before he said this one had a crack in it, dude, I got scared as shit. I said, what is wrong with my
ass? You're talking legit a month on antibiotics.
Yeah.
Spectrum.
Yeah, at least it would be a month.
You can't even go in the sun.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
What do you think, Mike? What do you think, Mike?
Oh shit! Wait. So we're talking about the staph infection. Yeah, I'd say it was. Yeah,
with Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I'd say it was on Cooks to go outside of the staff. You know, to go outside of the team. It's like, yeah, I'd say it was on him. Unfortunately, and I don't really have much to say about that though.
No, you're good. You're right. Savage, give me your final thoughts, brother.
Hey, wait.
Oh, go ahead, Sports.
No, I was gonna say I gotta get out of here. I just wanted to say something before I go.
Well, give me your final thoughts, then, pimp.
I just wanted to say, you said this is my first time. I think I'm talking crazy. I just want to say, would it be crazy for me to say this defense is gonna look better without the starters than it does with the starters? Is that?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I sat on my recliner in deep thought, and I was thinking that.
You know,
I was thinking that too, actually.
So would it be? So I think because these, I don't know why. I just got a strange feeling that this defense is going to look better. I'm not saying that we don't bring Parsons. I'm not saying that. You know, I'm not going there. You know what I mean? But it's going to be kind of hard if your defense is playing way better than it was to just put these people back on the field immediately. Does that sound crazy to say, or am I?
No.
I understand. No. Yeah. No. Now that you mention it. Yeah.
No, it ain't crazy. I was thinking that. This is talking crazy where anything is possible. You think it, you say it right here on Talking Crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it, man. I think this defense is going to look better without Parsons and D-Law than it does with him, man. I think
I feel like you get to run more uniform plays.
Yeah,
versus more getting Parsons opportunities. Now the team doesn't have a player to run against, like run to and go to the outside. Everybody can now focus on just doing their job and not trying to be Superman like we've heard this locker room say already.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's all I have to say, man. Hey, man, it was nice meeting you, Savage. I think I already messed with you before, Ishmael. Is Ishmael? Is it Ishmael? Ishan. My bad, bro. Hey, man, I'm gonna start trying to join you guys when you guys come up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on in. Talking Crazy. Brando, the best moderator in the game, shared your link right there in the comment section. You guys haven't subscribed to Sports Junkie, I recommend you do it. Highly intelligent individual, very reactive against the media world out there, and he is not scared to share his opinion on what Stephen A. and these big media heads have to say. That's Sports Junkie for you. Have a great day. I'm just trying to rhyme. That's all I'm trying to do.
Hey, and this is going to be a Dak Prescott game, too, just to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
He's a Dacker. Sports Junkie is a Dacker.
I just want to say that, man.
I can see that happening.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for coming on the corner of Crazy and Cowboy. Savage, what's your last words, man?
Tomorrow's all going to be about running, stopping the run, and if we can run. And but I think in the end, it's going to come down to Mike Tomlin versus Mike McCarthy. And Mike Tomlin plays chess, and Mike McCarthy plays checkers. I think Mike Tomlin is probably one of the best coaches in the NFL because he does the most. He can go through 6 quarterbacks and he'll still make the playoffs every year. Besides the Mika trade, they never go out and trade for people. They never sign big free agents. In my opinion, he does the most with the least. I think he's a very, very good coach, and he's just gonna blow away McCarthy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's Danny Savage on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. Mike, go ahead. What's your final thoughts?
Yeah, that's true. The only thing is Mike Tomlin's 3-11 in the playoffs, but he is still a better coach than McCarthy, and he's probably going to outcoach him. The thing I wanted to mention earlier that I forgot to mention, I definitely have concerns about Zeke and his speeds. You could put Gary the Snail as the running back, and he'll be faster than Zeke.
Oh, the SpongeBob.
Yep, absolutely.
Put me back here. I'll be faster than Zeke at this point.
Yeah, it's like, and it's just I worry that if we lose this game, it'll be because of our lack of running game.
Yeah,
in past years before last year, we've had a pretty decent running game, but now, we don't have a single running game to speak of. And that's kind of my main concerns about tomorrow. But I'm hoping we'll get this win for my birthday tomorrow, and I can already see my man CD having a good game tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's gonna have a good game in the fourth quarter,
and I think Dak's gonna have a good game too. Yeah, I said it. Yep, I said it. I think Dak's gonna have a good game tomorrow. Even though I think he'll probably get sacked quite a bit, I think he'll be able to handle himself, and I think he'll have a good game tomorrow.
All right, Mike, the birthday boy. Thank you for coming on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys.
Thank you so much.
Ishan, what's your final words, man?
Man, my thing is this, man. We at the end of the day, we got to come away with the win, man. And because we've talked about it. This stretch after the game tomorrow is a very, very tough stretch, and I think we need. Ultimately, what matters is that we come away with the win. No matter how ugly, no matter how great, we got to come away with the win. So that's bottom line there. But again, I will be very honest. I'm skeptical about about whether we will get a win. I'm hopeful we will get it. I can't say for confidence that we will, for the fact that, again, man, we've talked about it ad nauseum. This running back room is a problem, and it's made and Savage has said it. What is our identity on the team? What's our identity on offense? They're just going to pass. Like if we they have one running play where they rush for like -2 yards. The rest of the drive is going to be fucking passing. That's the way it's been. And like, because we have one bad play one bad running play, they just abandon it altogether. And so I don't know, man. Like, so that's giving me that's been giving me real cause for pause. So as far as how this offense will play tomorrow, that I have to see it to believe it. I'm hopeful. I just can't say for confidence that we will play well, but let's see. As far as defense, man, same thing. It's like we got to be able to stop the run. They're not going to – Justin Fields, I'll be surprised if he throws for 250, but I would not be surprised if he rushes for 150. So we got to – we talked about it earlier. We got to stop the run and we got to run the ball, but
Make it
that's been our issue all season. And, so let's see how tomorrow's game goes, I guess. But if we come away with the win, that's what matters, right? So,
yeah,
that's right. We played Justin Fields when he was with the Chicago Bears. What's up, Troy? And Micah Parsons gave him nightmares. All right, we don't have Micah Parsons this game, but we do got a guy out of Texas named Marvin Overshown. And for the people saying that Trey Lance is could possibly run all over this defense, I'm just going to remind you of that name, DeMarvion Overshown. And I really feel like Overshown's going to give Fields fits, just like Micah Parsons did. All right, the Fields isn't that good. The 3-1 record.
Him, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They have to
because Najee Harris ain't a threat either.
Yeah,
and the 3-1 record, you are what your record says you are. But they beat the Broncos, right? They beat the Falcons, which that was week 1. The Falcons were trying to figure it out. They have now, and they just put up record numbers on Thursday Night Football. The Chargers, it is what it is. There, you could say that, but I feel like with this defense, with Mike Zimmer now with these weapons and not having the pressure on Micah, the pressure on Lawrence, and the pressure on these guys to help those guys, I feel like, as Sports Junkie said, it can really help. The Cowboys are winning. Mark it down. I got it right there. Big shout out to Danny Savage, Eshawn, Dallas Cowboy fan 1980, Mike, the birthday boy, and Mike Super Chats. I do appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much for supporting the channel in that way. Sports Junkie and Cowboys champs. Big thanks to Brando, the best moderator in the game. All right. And big shout out to everybody in the Cowboys corners comments there. Big thanks to Winter Allen, Daniel Beer Sports, Jet Lee 44, Daniel Perez, and again, Mike, for being in the corner as a member. Big shout out to all you guys. Thank y'all. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? And everybody in the comment section right now, wish Mike a happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Mike. Thank you, guys.
So much.
Peace.
Birthday, man.
Peace.